This is the Radio 1 Business News Update, brought to you by ABA Bank in local business news.
I'm Devi Vanhon. As previously reported, local telco Smart isn't exactly confining itself to connecting your calls and delivering your texts. Its Digital Innovation Fund is investing in local startups, and this week the company announced that it is starting a 3-year partnership with local hothouse Impact Hub to incubate 54 sustainable startups. None of them have been chosen yet, but the delivery method has. Smart Axiata and Impact Hub will run 9 separate programs, each supporting 6 separate teams focusing on sustainable development goals. The 6 teams in each program will receive mentoring, networking, expertise and support to bring their idea to maturity before pitching it to a panel of judges who will select one winning team from each of the 9 programs. The winners will receive a $3,000 grant to continue working on their project. Smart Axiata CEO Thomas Hunt put it this way: beyond our core business, Smart has repeatedly shown its commitment to various sustainability initiatives and to contribute back to society by providing young and bright social entrepreneurs with the right support and mentoring from experts.
And now, a quick word from our sponsors.
Hello អកូន
Hello បងខ្ញុំរៀងសើលុយខ្ញុំសុំខ្ចីលុយបងបន្តិចមកបងចាំបើកប្រាក់ខែខ្ញុំសងវិញ
អូមានអីមានកង ABA អត់បងផ្ញើតាមកម្មវិធី ABA Mobile ឲ្យឥឡូវហ្នឹង
អត់ផង
អូមិនអីទេអញ្ចឹងបងនៅតែអាចផ្ញើឲ្យកូនឯងតាមកម្មវិធី ABA Mobile បានអញ្ចឹង
មែនទេបងរួចខ្ញុំដកលុយតាមណាបង
ស្រួលណាដកតាម ATM របស់ ABA ជាការស្រេចដឹងយ៉ាងម៉េចទៀតទេ Free ទៀតណូ
ស្រួលហើយ free ទៀត
ជាមួយកម្មវិធី ABA Mobile លោកអ្នកអាចផ្ញើប្រាក់ទៅអ្នកណានៅទីណាក៏បានដោយឆាប់រហ័សនិងមិនគិតថ្លៃសេវា ABA Mobile ធនាគារដែលនៅជាមួយអ្នកគ្រប់ទីកន្លែង
Coming up next, international news.
US President Donald Trump has returned to the rhetoric of his campaign in an interview with Reuters. While campaigning in 2016 to be president, Donald Trump called China a currency manipulator and said that on his first day in office, he would declare it a currency manipulator, which is a legal thing in the US and sets up certain actions. He also said fixing all of US's issues with China would be so easy. Once he took office, he declared that China was no longer a currency manipulator. Then 6 months later, he made the same declaration. That was 2017 and this is 2018, when Trump has gone to trade war with China and now he's again saying China is a currency manipulator, but still isn't doing so in the legal sense he promised 2 years ago. Since the tariff war began, the Chinese yuan has lost about 10% of its value on currency exchanges, meaning the base price of Chinese exports has fallen slightly even as Trump has piled on import tariffs. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve has been active over US monetary policy, moving early to forestall inflation while Trump upsets world trade. In typical Trump fashion, he was photographed sitting with his arms folded in front of himself while he told Reuters, "We're negotiating very powerfully and strongly with other nations. We're going to win. But during this period of time, I should be given some help by the Fed. The other countries are accommodated," and then said, "I think the euro is being manipulated also." The Fed, which is now run by Trump appointee Jerome Powell, has removed stimulus policies and raised interest rates to keep inflation under control, which caused Trump to tell Reuters, "I'm not thrilled with his raising of interest rates. No, I'm not thrilled." Oof, Tesla is having a bad month. In Monday trades, its share price started 4% down, but eventually clawed that back. All of this, as previously reported, follows from CEO Elon Musk's August 7 tweet about buying back shares and taking the company off the stock exchange. Since then, the share price has fallen some 20% and analysts are expecting it to fall a lot more. JP Morgan Chase has slashed its price prediction from $308 per share to $195. Compare that with Musk's tweet saying any privatization would pay $420 a share. On August 7, the day of the tweet, Tesla shares rose to $380 but have been on an almost uninterrupted slide since then, opening at $293 on Monday before climbing to $308. While that sounds like good news, there is no indication that it will continue. Who has seen good news? The short sellers Musk hates so much and who have predicted for months that Tesla stock is no good. Despite Musk tweeting insults at them this month, they have made more than $1.2 billion out of all of this. Meanwhile, JP Morgan Chase explained its slashing of Tesla's predicted value by saying, Tesla does appear to be exploring a going private transaction, but we now believe that such a process appears to be less developed than we had earlier presumed, more along the lines of high-level intention. Musk originally tweeted that funding for the deal, some $70 billion, was secure, but later admitted he had only been talking to the Saudi Arabian Sovereign Wealth Fund and no deal was signed.
This has been the Radio 1 Business News Update, brought to you by ABA Bank, a partnership you can trust.